Hey everyone, thanks for joining Learn to Play Games. My name is Lance, and in today's video I'm going to be playing through a brand new game coming to Kickstarter called Creators of the First Dawn. This is a new game by Creator Board Games. It is a 2 to 6 player game that takes roughly 1 to 2 hours to play and is a competitive head-to-head game where players are going to be competing with the other players to be the last player standing, or you can choose to also break off into teams and then the last team standing will be the winning team. So in the game itself, this is one where 6 gods are running the universe and none of them have enough power to create a physical plane, but all together they can combine their powers and create this physical plane. So they've agreed to do so. But by doing so, they've also learned about greed, as they have underlings now that worship them, and having more of them means more power. And so none of the gods want to give that up and want to gain more of it. So now the gods are fighting over this physical plane, creating new areas and bringing more underlings out and using powerful spells to destroy their opponents, all in the hopes of eliminating all the underlings and then eliminating that god, which will eliminate that player. And this is going to continue until one player is left standing as the victor of this new physical plane. So in this video, again, I'll be playing through the game, showing you the first, middle, and end few turns to show you how the game plays and progresses to help you decide on whether this is one you would like to back on Kickstarter. As always, if you find these videos helpful, if you like what I do, please consider that like button, subscribe to my channel. It's one of the easiest ways you can support channels like mine so we can continue to grow and be able to produce this content. If you want to be notified anytime I release new videos, also consider ringing that bell so notifications anytime I drop something new. I also have a link up in the top corner if you'd just like to check out an overview video where I cover the main features of the game and then just show a sample turn. So let's go ahead and head to the table and we'll see how this one plays. So the last couple of things I want to cover before getting into the video is that this is going to be the basic version of the game using just the basic rules. Now there's going to be a couple of pages of mods that you can change and add different things and all kinds of different things you can modify to make the game different each time you play it once you've gotten the basic rules down. So that's what this one's going to be. Other than that, I've gone ahead and set up for a 3-player game, so I'm going to be using the smaller board with this, and I've selected the purple player to be the starting player. So from there, then the game is going to be played over a number of rounds. In the basic game, it's basically until the last person standing, but you can add, again, mods that will change that in some of your games. During each one of the rounds, you're going to be playing it over 5 phases. I'm going to take you through each one of these in order to give you an idea how this goes as we work our way around. So during each phase, each one of the players, starting with the first player, will take their turn of that and then continue around so that each player has a chance to do that phase within each round, and then it'll continue progressing down. So the first phase in each round is the resource phase, where the players are going to gain resources, and there's 2 different resources used in the game. You have mana that you'll be able to use to cast spells, and then you'll have clay that you can use to build up your different train pieces and all that kind of stuff. So first off, with resources, the purple player is going to start. You gain 1 mana for each one of your figures that's out there, including your god. And if you have any cities out there, they're going to generate 1 as well. So right now at the beginning of the game, all I'm going to get is 1 mana for my god, as he's the only character out. And so that's all he's going to get. So we're going to move over to the next player, and orange will gain 1 as well, and same with blue. From there, then it's going to move on to the build phase. This is the second phase in the round. During the build phase, you can spend your clay, and at this point you can also start spending mana to cast spells. Now from phases 2 to 5, you'll be able to cast spells during your turn. The only spells you can cast outside of your turn are going to be defensive spells. So with my player right now, I don't have any clay to build terrain, but I can spend 1 mana to do a create spell, which will allow me to place a piece of terrain down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and construct my first piece of terrain, and then that's all I can do. So it'll pass to the next player. So orange over here is going to go ahead and do the same thing. And he'll place his there, and then blue is going to also do that, and we'll have blue go there. All right, that is the end of this build phase. So then we're into the unit phase. During this phase, for each city you have, it will build a unit up to a maximum of 3 units. So right now, again, we don't have any units currently, so there's nothing that we can do during this phase. So my purple player will pass, it'll go to orange, and then to blue, and then back to me. So the third phase in this round is the move and fight phase. During this phase, each unit can move. Gods can move up to 2 spaces. And then if you move into a space with an enemy, you can fight them. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and move my god into that space so I can start getting clay, because each unit that is in a piece of terrain during the resource phase will generate a piece of clay. So then the other players are going to do exactly the same thing during their turns, as that's all they can do. And so then the final phase in the round is a Fortify Phase. This basically works exactly the same as the build phase, where you can use your mana to cast spells, or if you have any clay, you can use clay to build terrain. So at this point, again, nobody has anything, so that'll be the end of the round. At that point, then the first player token will be passed to the next player in clockwise order to start their turn or a new round. So now Orange is going to start off the round with the resource phase. He is going to receive just 1 for that, but he'll also receive 1 clay now because he has that piece of terrain. Then it'll go over to Blue, who will gain the same thing, and finally Purple, who will also gain 1 for each of those. Back over to Orange for his build phase. So during this phase, he's going to go ahead and spend the 1 mana to do another tile here. So he'll go ahead and place that one there. And then he's also going to spend his clay to build his first city, which he'll place where he's at. All right, that is all he can do. So it's over to Blue to go. Blue is going to go ahead and spend 1 to place that out, and he'll go ahead and do the same thing with the city, and same thing with Purple. He'll do exactly the same, working on building up his area, so he'll go ahead and do that one there. All right, from there then we're moving into the unit phase. So now that Orange has a city, he'll build to construct the units. Same with Blue and Purple. So initially in the first couple rounds of the game, everybody's going to be doing roughly the same thing. But from here, you're going to start generating more and more resources. So things are going to start changing, and players are really going to start being able to take advantage of certain parts of this. All right, so then we're back over to Orange to start the move and fight phase. So Orange is going to go ahead and move his god forward 1 space. He's going to leave his other guy there. The other units are going to stay where they're at. So then we're into the final phase of the round, which is the Fortify Phase. And again, nobody has any resources at this point, so there's nothing else that's going to happen there. So then this will pass over to Blue, and Blue will get to start the next round. So at this point, I'm going to take a couple rounds off camera so that we can kind of build some stuff up, and then we'll be back a little bit later in the game to see how everybody's doing. All right, so we're back at it after a couple of rounds, and there's been some fierce fighting so far. We had Orange and Blue clash pretty heavily, and both of their gods were put back into their starting positions, as the god is only eliminated if he doesn't have any underlings left on the field. So both of those players have been hot and heavy on each other, and Purple's been kind of sitting back a little bit, playing a little defensive, so we'll see if that pays off. Orange is going to be our first one to start the round, again with the build or the resource phase. So he's going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana and 2 clay. So there's 5 and 2. Over to Blue. Blue's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. And he's going to get 3 clay. So not too bad there. And Purple is going to receive 2, 4, 6, 7 mana, which he still has a couple from before. So there's 3 and that, and then he's going to get 4 clay. So not quite enough yet to build his 3rd city, but on his way. All right, so then it is over to Orange to go for his build step. So he is going to go ahead and spend 1 mana to do a creation, to drop 1 there, and he's going to go ahead and do that 1 more time. And then he's going to spend 2 to place his 2nd city there. All right, over to Blue to go. Blue is going to... He's going to go ahead and cast a spell to generate another underling onto that space there. And he is going to go ahead and he'll spend 1 to place another piece of terrain over here. I think that's all he's going to do. And over to Purple. Purple is the one that's sitting pretty well here. And Purple Purple's going to go ahead and convert. He's going to convert 6 of his mana over to 2 clay, and then spend that to build his 3rd city. So that'll put him up there. And that leaves him with 3 mana. That's all he's going to do at this point. So it's going to kick us back over to orange to start off the unit's turn. So he has 2 cities now. So we'll go ahead and drop 2 more minions in there. Blue's only got 1 still. And then purple's going to get 3. Purple has got a lot of cities. All right, so back over to orange at this point, as nobody else wanted to do anything at the moment. So orange is going to move into the move and fight phase. So let's go ahead and see here. What do we want to do? Orange could move into there, as he does have higher ground and a city that he's fighting from. But purple here is a big threat. Purple's got a lot of power at this point. So orange has got to be careful there. So I think we'll move. What do we want to do here? Let's move these guys here. And orange is going to move there. Let's go ahead and spend. He's got what, 2 levels on me? Yeah, he's got 2 levels, so even placing 1 is risky at this point. Yeah, I think I'll move 1 more up there just to make sure that nothing happens there. And I think I'll leave him here. That way then he's not a prime target for blue over there. All right, so then blue's going to go next with his movement and fighting. Blue is going to... He's going to expand a little bit. He's going to move over here. He'll bring that guy over there. I think this guy's going to move up. And he's going to shift him up there as well. I probably should have dropped a 2nd city. That was kind of foolish, but I can take care of that during the Fortify phase, I think. And I don't necessarily want to do any fighting at the moment, but I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to add 2 more underlings. I'll place 1 there. And I'll drop another 1 in there. All right, over to purple. Purple could go into there, as we have not seen combat yet. But at this point, we pretty much wipe each other out, because you're going to get 1 point for each model you have, 1 point for higher ground, and then 1 point if you're fighting from a city. So right now, their strength would be 4. Mine would be 4 as well, as I have 2 units, higher ground, and the city. So that would be 4 to 4. And so we just basically wipe each other out. Now I could move my god 2 spaces, so I could move him into here and then continue on and fight into there, which would give me the 1 bonus point to that. But I would lose everything but the god then. And right now, playing defensively has been a pretty good bonus for purple. So I think we're just gonna, I think he's gonna hold his ground a little longer and see what he can do with it. All right, then we're back over to orange to fortify. So this is the last time where we can build up and all that kind of stuff. So he's gonna spend 2 more to bring out 1 more underling. And he'll go ahead and place him into that space there. And then over to blue. Blue's going to just hold on to, or I should probably, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fortify, and I'll place that here. And that way then I'm getting a little bit more out of that. All right, that will finish the round. So then we're going to move over to the next round to go. So blue is going to start this round off. So we'll go ahead and start with generating. So we're going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So we're gonna start seeing some fireworks here. 6, 8, 10, 11. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clay. So almost enough for his third city. Over to purple. Purple's gonna get 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. That's 4, 6, 10, 11. And now this is a good time to bring up that there is a max cap on both resources, which is 15. So he did hold a couple over, so he's really close to that, but not over yet. And then he does get 4 clay as well. And then finally to orange. Orange is going to receive 3 clay. And then he's going to get 3 and 7, 8, 9 mana. All right, so there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so then he's got a lot of mana there. All right. And blue's going to start us off. Blue's got quite a bit there. He's got, what did I say? There's 5. He's got 11. So blue could pop some big stuff here and do all kinds of nasty stuff if he wanted to. So blue's going to go ahead and start off by, he's moving into his build phase. He's going to go ahead and start off by casting Meteor. So with that one, that is going to, he's going to choose his location and it's going to spread 2 spots from there. So he's going to go after purple a little bit as well. So at this point, then each other player has to react to that. So orange is going to be first. So orange is going to spend 2 to resist that effect. And over to purple. Purple will spend 2 for each of those as well to protect each one of those spots. So basically cancels that spell out. Blue still got 5. So he's going to probably hold on a little bit of that. And then he'll spend 1 to build, adding another level there. He's going to spend a couple more to build this location up a little bit. And then I think he's going to hold on to the rest for now. Over to purple to go. Purple still has a fair amount here. So purple is going to go ahead and got 4 clay and he's got 10 mana still. Well, let's see. Purple is going to go ahead and do 3 to build 3 pieces of terrain there. He's got 1 left. I think we'll hold on to that for now. And then I don't think I'm going to cast any spells yet. So it is over to orange to go with his build phase. So he's still got 3 clay. And he's still got a fair amount of mana here. We've got 8 left. So you're going to go ahead and spend 3 and build up 3 more on this location here, trying to keep the height going on that. And I think that's it for him for now. All right, back over to blue for units. So blue is going to build 2. Purple is going to get 3 more. And orange is just going to get 1 because each city can only have a maximum of 3 underlings on it. So since this one was already full at the beginning, he won't gain any more for that. So that finishes off that. So then we're over to moving and fighting. So now our units have to choose. Blue is going to be the first for movement in that. So let's go ahead and move that guy there. And blue. He's only got 5 left. So not enough for anything major here. All right. So let's go ahead and spend 1. Or wait, I can't do that. But I can do this to do a create and bump me up a level here. And then I will initiate a move and fight here onto that location there. And I think that'll be it. So for this one, it's going to, first off, we're going to total up our units. So each of us is at 3 apiece. Now they do have a city, but I do have higher ground. So it is 4 to 4. And so we basically wipe each other out, as there's nothing else for that. All right, and then as far as the rest, I think I'm good. Well, yeah, I think I'm good there with that for the moment. So then it's over to purple to go next. And purple's gotta start doing something here. So he's gonna go ahead and move these guys here. And so he's got higher ground now. So he's gonna be up by 1 for there. So even if I send my god in there, that'll be bad for that. Okay. Actually, I guess maybe before I do my move there, I'll go ahead and spend 6 to go ahead and do a meteor. So I'll do it here, and then I will go here and here. All right, so from there, then it goes to orange to decide if he wants to defend any of this. He's not going to be worried about that. He will pop 2 to defend his space, and he's going to pop 2 to defend that space as well. So it'll take off both of those. And this one. Now, if purple had enough, I could have done another meteor on top of that to try to chain that again. As you can chain multiple spells together, and they simply stack on top of each other, each one canceling out the other one, either until players stop casting or run out of mana to defend or whatnot. So there's a counter system to that as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and move. Oh, before I do, this one did drop this space by 1 for the meteor. All right, so then they're going to move into there. And with this one, purple will be kind of foolish to go into there. But I could do this, and I will do a lightning bolt as a level 1 spell onto here. He's going to go ahead and cancel that. And I'll go ahead and fire it off again. And he's going to cancel that again. All right, so nothing goes off there, but now we're both out of mana. So blue might be able to take advantage of this. And that's all I'm going to do, I think, at this point then, because, yeah, going into there right now wouldn't necessarily be too smart of an idea. So I'm going to go ahead and shift down that one, so at least I'm going to be able to build a couple there. All right, so that is the end of my movement phase. So it is over to Orange for his movement and fight phase. All right. So with that, so Orange, I think, is going to go ahead and go after this one. So he's going to send his god as well as these three here. So in order to determine that, we have 4 points for Orange for models versus 3 for mine. And then we also have higher ground and a city. So we're at 6 to 3. So I'm going to lose 1 model, as the difference in those two is the amount of models that you can retain. Purple will lose all his, and then those models will have to move in there. All right. And then I think that will be it for the moment. Yeah, I think that's about all I can do for right now. All right, and then it's over to Blue to go for his fortification phase. So if he wants to do any more fortification stuff, he can. He's only got 4 mana left, so not enough necessarily to do much with that. He's going to go ahead and spend 2. No, he's going to hold on to that. Well, he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can spend 1 at least to go ahead and build this up 1 more. All right. Well, that'll end his turn. This is going to move over here, and then we're ready to move into it with purple. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple more turns off camera. Well, no, let's go 1 more, because we're getting down to it now where Orange might get eliminated here depending upon what happens. So let's go ahead and play through 1 more round. All right, so first off, we're going to total up points or resources. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana for our purple player here. So there's 5, 11, and then 1, 2, 3 clay. So not a whole bunch of clay there. Orange is going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So there's 6 and just 2 clay. And then finally blue is going to receive 4, 5 for that space, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's going to get 10 mana. So blue's got a fair amount too. So that puts him at 14. Oof, he's almost there. 1, 2, 3, and he gets 5 clay. All right. That's the resource phase, and now we're into the build phase. So purple gets to start us off with that. He's got 4 to build, or he can spend up to 4 to build. So he's going to go ahead and spend 2 to buy 2 more. Build this location up a little bit, give him some higher ground. And go ahead and pop 2 more to continue building this spot up here. All right. Okay, that will be his build phase. So we're over to Orange to go next. Orange doesn't have a whole bunch to do here. He's going to go ahead and spend 2 as well to build up. So that at least he's got higher ground on that smaller piece of terrain there. And he does have 6, so he could try to hit purple here. Purple's got a lot more than him, but and then blue's sitting pretty good right now. Blue could come in here and just wreck if these two are not too careful with this. I think he's going to hold off though, and then it's over to blue. So blue is going to go ahead and spend his 6 to build his 3rd city. He'll plop it there. Well, maybe not. That probably wouldn't be too good because orange could just step in there with that one guy and take care of that. So I'll put it back here. That way, then it's a little bit more out of range. All right. Well, but it's going to generate one right away. No, I think I'm good there. Anyways. All right. And then he's not going to necessarily do anything else. Well, he could. He's got 14. So he could pop a couple of big things here if he wanted to. Well, no, I think he's going to hold off there. All right. So that'll be it for him. So now we're into the units phase. So we each generate units. So purple's only going to get 2 because his space is full where he's at. Orange will pick up 2. And blue is going to get 2 as well because his is full. And nobody's wanting to cast any spells just yet. We're all kind of holding at bay here. All right, so we're on to moving and fighting, and purple is starting us off. All right. All right. So purple is going to go ahead and initiate a fight here. So we've got 1 model to 4. And then purple, both of them are fighting from a city. Purple has higher ground as well, so he is at 6 to 2. So 4 models are going to get to move, so he's basically going to just wipe out all of that and be able to move into there. All right, then we're going to go ahead and shift a couple of these guys up. And might as well shift over. Right, and then he is going to go ahead and let's see, we've got 11. All right, so he's going to go ahead and pop Volcano. So this is a big one. All right, so with Volcano, you choose a space to place the volcano within a space that's touching your god. So he's going to go ahead and drop that here. And then from there, then the lava spills out of that, and you have to choose 3 connecting spaces to that. So he's going to go ahead and drop those all there. So he is going to try to wreck blue. So the big thing with the big powerful spells, the level 3 spells, is that they cannot be stopped. You can't stop them in any way. You can use different things to get out of there. So like blue, for example, is going to go ahead and pop 4 to teleport, and he's going to go ahead and teleport his units off of that space. And then if he wanted to, he could do that with other stuff as well. So but I think he's good there. I think he's going to hold off. All right, so then you're going to trigger the effects. So first off, Volcano will destroy his city there, and then it actually builds that location up by 2. And then each one of the other locations, it destroys all underlings and cities, and it also drops them by 2, which actually is going to eliminate everything anyways, because each one of those only has 1 level below the cities. So blue is going to lose all 3 cities, and then all of this goes as well. So that is a devastating spell. All right, so that was purple for his move and fight. So now we're over to orange. Orange is seeing a little bit of an opportunity here with some stuff. So orange has actually got 6 mana. And I think he's going to hold off a little longer. As far as fighting, I think I'm going to just hold off with orange, as he's pretty sore right there. So then blue's going to go. Blue has a bunch of mana as well. He's going to go ahead and do volcano as well. And he's going to retaliate, picking on that space there. And then he's going to target, has to be 3 connected spaces. So he's going to go ahead and target orange's space there, purple's space there, and I could go here, or I could go there. So I'm going to go there and force some interesting stuff here. So purple actually has nothing that they can do about this. So purple is going to be hosed here in just a second. Orange is going to go ahead and spend 4 of his to teleport out of the way. So he has to teleport here, as there's no other space for him to teleport. And then we're going to resolve the effects of the spell. So first off, Volcano is going to take care of all of the underlings here. It also will defeat the guy, but he's going to be teleported back here right away. These are going to go, and then this is going to go. And then this also drops 2, but this will get built up too. So I'll go ahead and do that. This guy gets eliminated. This is going to be removed, and we're going to lose 2 levels on that spot there too. So nasty. All right, and now orange is behind enemy lines there in a way. So that's not good. And then I think that's all they're going to do with that. So then it's over to purple for fortification. He's only got 1 thing left, which there's no point in doing anything with that. And over to orange for his fortification. Orange will go ahead and spend 2 to place an underling. And then our blue doesn't have anything. So that's the end of that round. All right, so then this would move over and we would start a new round. So at this point, I think I will take this round. I'll take a couple rounds off camera and we'll be back to see how our players are doing. All right, so moving back into this, things have been bloody, and I think we're getting close to winding down here, as each one of our gods is kind of holding on by a thread. We're a little spread out, so we're going to see some major action here again. So this is going to be passed over to purple to start the next round. So with purple, we're going to go ahead and get resources first. So I'm going to get 5 resources here, 6, 7. So I've got a fair amount of mana there. All right, so that's going to give me 11 total. And then I get 2 clay. Over to orange. Orange is going to receive 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So there's 6, and he will get 3 clay. All right, and then finally with blue, blue is going to get 3, 4, and 5 mana. And he's going to receive 3 clay. All right, so over to purple to go. Purple is going to, or for the building part of this, as we're done with resources at this point. So with building, he'll go ahead and spend his 2 to build another city here. And I think that's pretty much all I want to do at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off there. Over to orange to go next. Orange has got 4 clay. So he's got the most clay. But he doesn't have enough necessarily to get his last city up at this point. But he is going to think he's going to hold off as well. So over to blue. Blue's got some resources. So he's going to go ahead and spend 1 to build a city here. And he'll spend the other 2 to build another city there. Get a couple cities out of this at least. Oop, lost my guy in there. All right. That finishes off his turns. There's nothing else that he wants to do at the moment. So we're over to units now. So first off, purple is only going to get 1 because this city's full. Blue has 2 cities now, so he's going to get 2 more. And orange is also going to receive 2. All right, and nobody else wants to do anything else beyond that. So back over to purple to move and fight. So purple's going to move a couple there. And then he's going to go ahead and cast a spell. So he's going to go ahead and do flatten. So this is a level 3 creation spell. This is going to have 2 effects. I could either choose a location and build my tile up to its height, or I can choose a separate location and decrease that tile of my target by that amount. So he's going to go ahead and choose this location here and target this tile, which is going to flatten that tile completely and sink it into nothingness. So orange just took a big hit there and lost a bunch of troops and his city as that whole tile got buried. And then purple just kind of isolated himself from his opponents. So that might work out as well. All right, and purple still has a little bit of mana left, so we'll see what happens with that. Purple, that's about all he's going to do at the moment, so it is going to be over to orange to go next. So orange at this point, orange has got 6, he's got 7 mana. He could convert for 8. Yes, he's got enough for that. So could start trying to pick on blue a little bit more. This is his move and fight. So he's got... So he's going to go ahead and attack. He'll go ahead and use both his god and these 2 onto this space here. So he's got 3 units to 2. He also has a city and higher ground. They also have a city, so it's going to be 3 to 5. So I'm going to lose 1. He will lose both of his and his city. And then these are going to go into here. All right. And then does he want to do anything else at this point? So he does have some other stuff there that he could still do. Blue does not have enough for a big spell. Yeah, but orange is also facing elimination here, because if blue attacks, he's got 5 to orange's 3. So he'd end up losing 2, but orange would be wiped out, as if you don't have any underlings left, then you have been eliminated from this. So orange is going to go ahead and spend 2 to do a creation spell and get a guy there, just kind of give him a little bit of cushion there. And I think we'll keep the rest. Or do we pop? No. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 1 more and pop 1 here. All right, that is going to be it for that. So then it's over to blue to go. Blue is going to... He's got 5 to... He'll spend 1. He'll go ahead and pop his level up by 1. That way then we don't have any level differences. And then I think it's too good not to attack. So he's going to go ahead and attack. So now we're going to have 4 units in there to 3. And he's fighting from a city as well. And so... Actually, I might as well just pop 1 more, build that up, and then give myself high ground and attack from there. So that way then I'm getting 4, 5 for the city, and 6 for high ground, and then he's going to get 3. So I'm only going to lose 1 guy in this transaction. And then he goes back there, and then all of these guys shift over. All right. And now that the god's over there, we could do a lightning bolt and finish off that guy there. Then I have 1 left that I can't really do anything with at the moment. So then it's over to purple for his Fortification Phase. We have some spell or some power here. I'll go ahead and spend 1 to do a creation. Place that there so you can start working back over. All right, I think that is it. So then we'll, well, no, we got fortification over here in that as well. So with orange, orange is going to go ahead and spend 1. Place that there. Actually, might as well spend all of them. That way I'll be able to place another one and do that. And I think I'll just hold on to that for now and protect myself. Over to blue. Blue has 1. And there's not much he can do with that. So that'll be it. So we're going to go ahead and pass. And then orange is going to go. Orange is really simple here. He's just going to get 1 mana for his 1 guy there. Blue will receive 4 mana and 2 clay. And then purple is sitting at the best right now. He's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's got 4 as well. So purple is looking real strong here. They pretty much kind of left him alone. So, and then he's going to get 3 clay. Okay. All right. Over to orange to go first. So orange. Yeah, orange is in big trouble here. Oh man. I don't think there's anything else we should probably do with him at this point. He should probably just kind of hold on to his stuff. So I think I'm going to move over to blue for his build phase. So he's going to spend his 2 clay to place another location on here, or another city. And I think he's going to hold on to what he has at this point as well. He's going to need it against purple here, looks like pretty soon. So then purple's going to go. Purple's got 3 buying power and has a lot of resources. 13. All right. What do I want to do? I think we're just going to hold on to that stuff for now. So then it's back over to orange for units. So he's going to get 1 there and 1 there. Blue will get 1 and 1. And purple's just going to receive 1. All right. And nobody else. Again, we can cast spells and stuff, but I'm not doing anything just yet. All right. Back over to orange for movement and fighting. All right, so I think I'm going to move over and I'm going to spend, I could spend, it's, I think I'm going to hold there because I need some defense. Yeah, because even then, yep. All right, so yeah, I'm going to hold off there. Blue is going to go ahead and go. He's going to go ahead and attack here. So he's going to get, he's got 4 units to 1. He's got a city, so does the other guy, but he also has high ground. So he's going to beat him by 2. So he's going to lose 2 guys. This guy's going to lose that and his city. So orange just got pounded a little bit more again. All right. He's going to hold on to that as he might need it. All right. So then over to purple to go. Purple's going to go ahead and move here. And he will go ahead and spend 6 to do a flatten, which is going to flatten this. Or blue is going to have to spend 4 to teleport out of there. Otherwise, he would have gotten hosed there. And then purple's going to attack here. So we've got purple at 3 units and a city versus orange, who has 2 units, a city, and purple also has high ground. So orange has just been eliminated and purple lose 1 guy out of that. So orange, now that we have no underlings left, that is why orange has been eliminated, because God cannot resurrect if there's no underlings out. So he has been eliminated. And purple moves in there. All right. And then I don't think I necessarily want to do anything else at the moment with that. So orange is going to lose that, as there's not much else he can do with that. All right, then we would be on to fortification. Well, I should probably move a couple of those guys off. Yeah. And fortification over to blue for that. He only has 1 mana. There's not much he can do with that. So he's going to hold off there. And purple's got some stuff going on here that he could possibly do. He's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So we got to be careful here. So the most I can hold on to is 6 if I want to maximize stuff. So So let's spend 2 to gain another underling here. All right, I think that's it. So then this is going to pass over to blue. So blue is going to start us off. Blue is going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 mana, and he'll receive 3 clay. And then blue, or orange, purple is going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now. And then I still have 5. So he is at his absolute max at this point. So that is everything, or that's the max he can receive. All right. From there, that is resources, and now we're into the build phase. So blue's into building. He's got 7 and 3. Blue's gonna have to be careful here because purple's got a lot of stuff going on. I think blue's gonna just hold on. There's not much he wants to build at this point. Purple has a bunch of resources here, so he's gonna go ahead and pop 6 of those to build another city back here. All right, and I think that's all he wants to do. So we're going to be over to blue for building, or for units. So he's going to receive 1 on each of those. Purple is going to get 1 more for each of his. And then back over to movement and fighting. So blue's going to go ahead and attack here. So he's got 2 to 2, but he's also got a city and high ground. So purple's going to be wiped out there, and he'll move there. And he's going to go ahead and move these guys here and this guy here. All right. Like that'll be it for that. So I don't know if I really want to spend anything else at the moment. So I think I'm probably gonna be needing this. All right. So from there, then it is over to purple to go for his fight. Purple's gonna do the same thing here. So he's got 4 to 2, so he's gonna wipe them out. Take care of that. And then let's see. He's going to go ahead and spend 1 to create 1 there. He's going to move on to that with his units there. And then well, hold on a minute. Let's take that back real quick. Well, I'll leave that there. And then let's go ahead and pop 10 for a volcano. See how that works. So we'll go ahead and drop the volcano there, and then it's going to spread. So we'll choose that location, and I have to choose 1 more. So it'll be 1 of these 2. So I'll go ahead and go there. All right, so then blue has got to do something. He's going to spend 4 so he can teleport. So he'll teleport over here, but then his city is going to be wiped, and 2 locations on each of those will drop down, and then this spot here will build it by 2. All right, and then he's got 4 left. To building. All right, I think that's about as much as I can do at the moment. All right, so then it's over to fortification. So we've got 3 and 3. So I'll spend 2 to build that city back. Keep those cities going. I think that'll be it for him. So over to purple to go. Purple. I think purple's going to just hold there. So that'll be it. So then we'll move over. Purple's going to go first. Purple is going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clay. So that gives him 7. And then he's also going to receive 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's only going to get 11 because that'll cap him off again. So he's got a little too much there. All right, so that's 5 and 10. All right, and then blue is going to get 4 for his space, 5 for that, and 6. So there's 4, 5, and 6. So he's almost there. And then he gets 2 clay. All right. So purple is feeling pretty good here. That's resources. So we're over to building phase. So with purple, is there anything I want to build at this point? I don't think so. But I will spend 4 to teleport. I'm going to teleport them there. And I think that'll be good. All right, so over to blue for his build. He's got 3. Not enough for anything at this point that I really want to mess with. So back over to purple for units. So he's going to get 1 there and 1 there. Blue's going to get 1 and 1. And then that's about it for that. So then moving and fighting. Let's see here. So purple will spend 3 to build up that location by 3. And then spends 2 more to create another unit. Spend 1 more to get high ground out of this. All right, so then he's going to attack. So he's going to send all these guys here onto him plus my guy there. So we have 4 units to 4 units. He has a city. I have high ground. So we're going to tie, and that will wipe us both out completely. I'm just going to bring him back there and me back here. And then nothing happens with that. So as far as other movements concerned, I'm going to start spreading some of these guys out here. All right. Then it's going to go to him for his movement and that. He'll go ahead and do 1 to create a location there. And he's going to go move 2. This guy's going to move back there. And I think that's about it for now. Got well, let's go ahead and pop 6 to do a meteor. he has no way to defend this. We'll go there. So that'll eliminate those two, eliminates that space there. This city is going to be destroyed, and we'll lose a space on that one. And then this will also drop a space. All right. And then it is over to fortifications, as I don't think I want to do anything else with that. So fortifications. Still got a lot here, so 3, 6 will let me pop another city down. And I think I'm going to hold there. All right, so back to blue to start his turn, as he doesn't have anything else that he wants to do at this point. So he's going to receive 3 for his clay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for mana. So he's holding on to there. All right, over to purple. I'm going to get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is going to max me out again. Just have not been able to quite capitalize yet on this stuff, but purple still has the upper hand here. All right, then we're over to the build phase. So blue does have enough to make his final city. So let's just go ahead and pop that there. All right, and I think that's about all he wants to do for building. Over to purple. Purple, I don't think so. All right, so nothing for build. So over to units now. So blue is going to receive 3, and so will purple. Fortunately, purple is really clustered together there. All right, for that units, we're all done. So back over to blue to fight, and blue's going to keep spreading out, I think. And we will fight here. So it's gonna be 2 to 3. So he's gonna lose 1, purple will lose 1. And these two are gonna move over. And then that's about all he wants to do at this point. So then it's gonna be purple to go. Purple's gonna move 2. I'll move 2 units there with him. And 1 there and 1 over. We'll keep moving them that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and use 4 to teleport. Get me up here. And then I'm going to spend 6 to do a meteor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. And then that'll carry on through to him. And he's going to spend 2 to protect his space. So nothing will happen there. And I think I'll spend 2 as well to protect this space. I cannot protect this space, so they're going to lose 2 there, and he's going to lose the city. All right. And then I have 5 left, which there's not much else I can do with that. All right, that was moving and fighting. So then it's over to fortification. I've only got 3 for that. Not much else I can do there. So that'll end that turn. Back over here to start the new round, because I didn't want to do anything else either. I'm going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4 clay, and 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically just maxing out again at 10. All right, and then as far as he's concerned, he'll get 3 clay, and he's also going to receive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. All right, so that puts him at 8, so not too bad. All right, the resources are done. Over to building. I've got 5, which I don't necessarily want to do anything with at this moment. So I think that'll be it for that. So now units. So each one of us gets 1, and then he gets 2. All right, over to moving and fighting. I'm going to move all of these guys here over. And just keep moving guys over. So we'll move all of them over there. All right. I'm also going to cast a spell. So I'm going to go ahead and do 10 for Volcano. So I'm going to choose this location here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and that one. And that is going to go to him to choose what he's going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do a teleport to get off of that space. That'll destroy that city as well as 2 tiles on there. This one's going to be gone. And this is going to destroy the underling and the city, but build up by 2. All right. That'll take care of that. And then from there, I've got 5 left. I'm going to go ahead and convert 3 to get 1 mana. And then I'm going to go ahead and do... No, I think that's about it for that. And he's got 4, so he doesn't have enough for much else. So I'm going to go ahead and move those guys there. And that's about it. So then over to Fortify. I don't think I want to fortify anything at the moment. So it's going to kick back over to blue. Blue's going to spend 2 to gain 2 more underlings. Place 1 there and 1 there. All right. I think that'll be it. So then it's going to move back over to blue. Blue's going to receive 3, and then he gets 4, 5, 6. Yeah, actually, probably the smarter thing would have been to do was to spend those 3. So I'm going to take that step back real quick. So I'm going to place 2 cities there as well, with the last clay during the fortification. The way I get 2 more out of that. Over to purple. Purple's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that. And then he's going to get, he'll max out again at 15. Okay. All right, over to blue for his build phase. Which he basically is going to need a lot of this for defense at this point. He's kind of on the back end here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to build anything at this point. So over to purple for his build. He's pretty good. So over to him for units. So he just gets the 1 for that. Purple's still cranking them out here. Got a little factory going there. And then for blue, it is going to be movement and fighting. So I can move into there, or yeah, I think I'm going to hold there. All right, so then it's over to purple for movement and fighting. Purple's going to move forward onto there. And he's going to pop Volcano again. So it's going to target that space there. And then he's going to choose 3 spaces adjacent to that, which is going to force blue to teleport into his space. So that's going to trigger a combat after we resolve this, because there's nowhere else for blue to go. So that is going to destroy blue's city, but drop or place 2 more. These don't do anything, and this one's going to eliminate that. Destroy that. All right, then we resolve the combat, which basically everybody's going to be wiped out. So he's going to go back there. Purple's going to go back there, and then all the underlings are going to be destroyed, as that's a 4 to 4.1. And then purple, it's still his movement. So he did move the god over there. So he's going to go ahead and do that to teleport him over here. And then he's going to spend his last one to do a creation there to let his 2 guys move there. And this guy's going to move over. These guys are going to keep going that way. And they're going to go there. All right, and then it's over to blue for his move, or he started the movement, so then it's over to him for fortification. So he's going to go ahead and spend 2, 1 to build up and 1 to drop a city on this location here. And then he'll go ahead and spend 2 to place another guy there. Over to purple. Purple's got a whole bunch here. So he's going to go ahead and spend 3 to drop 3 more on there. All right, back over to purple to go. So again, purple's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. And then he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So he's going to, he's still maxed out. Yeah, this is not going to end well for blue. There's no way, I think, around this at this point. Purple has got too much. All right. So purple's starting us off with the, oh, we got to do resources here. So he's going to get 1 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for that. So it still gives him 6. All right. Over to purple for the build. And he's going to go ahead and do a teleport to move his guy there. And he's going to go ahead and spend 2 to do a lightning bolt onto one of these guys. Blue's going to cancel that. He's going to go ahead and fire again. Blue's going to cancel. He'll go ahead and fire again. Blue's going to cancel that, but then I got 2 more, which will eliminate blue completely. And I got, let's see, 3, 6, 9. So I got 3 more that I'm going to convert over to mana. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a teleport. Again, to teleport here, which will eliminate his city. And that'll be it for that. All right, from there, then it's over to blue for his build step. He could do 1 and 1 to do this and place a city. So then it's going to go over to purple for units. So purple's going to get 3, blue will get 1. So blue's just trying to hold on to that. And then we're on to purple for movement and fighting. So he's going to go ahead and send 2 over there. So it's going to be 1 to 2 plus the city. So it's going to eliminate both there. And yeah. And then purple will attack here. And purple's got higher ground, so it's going to eliminate him, and he has no underlings left, so that is the game. So that will eliminate blue, and that is it. So purple was able to pull this one off. So as always, I hope you found this video helpful in deciding whether or not this is one you want to back on Kickstarter. If you have any questions or comments, please post those in the comment section below. I'm still fairly new to this, so I know there's a lot of different strategies to this. There's a lot of different options that you could have done. Blue might have been able to start working his way around to counter some of this stuff and that as well. So that's one of the interesting things with this, is that there's so many different little strategies and ways of using the different magics and all that kind of stuff to really maximize things. So as always, like I said, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. Leave me feedback on them. And until next time, I'll see you later.